This is a special presentation from News Channel Nebraska. This broadcast is presented by Currency. Does your business need financing for equipment, trucks, or trailers? All you need is Currency. Visit gocurrency.com. Faith Regional Health Services. When you need exemplary care, have faith. And by Midwest Bank. Midwest Bank is always ready to lend a hand in the communities that they serve. Log on to MidwestBank.com to find out more.
2-month sprint to the state tournament is underway. Just 8 weeks away from crowning champions in basketball as teams try to realize their potential as we begin 2024. Hello, everyone. Alongside Lou Siefker, I'm Eric McKay coming to you live tonight from the Airy in O'Neill as we get set for a matchup between the Mid-State Conference's westernmost rivals, the Eagles of O'Neill and the Cardinals of Boone Central. The girls are up first, Lou. Both of these teams kind of middle of the pack so far, trying to shake off some slow starts. Good young talent on both of these teams. A win tonight could be the kind of thing that could propel a team to bigger things.
We certainly think so. You mentioned the word youth. We'll talk about that in a minute. These young basketball teams, both teams have had their ups and downs. A team like O'Neill coming in with 4 losses in their last 5 games. Their victory was over North Central in overtime. And then Boone Central, they won their last ball game. They're 5-5. Both teams looking for confidence. Maybe one of them finds it here tonight.
We will see 2 fantastic freshmen in this game this evening. O'Neill coming in with a record of 3-7, but the future is bright regardless of what their present has been. Thanks to Hannah Hilker, Lou. She can hit from outside and definitely one of the better young talents in Northeast Nebraska.
Yeah, she'll lead them, right? I mean, she's a freshman. Averages 11 points a game. She'll be playing the guard spot. She'll be expected at times to initiate the offense as well as score. A lot to put on a freshman, but a good player right now as a 9th grader. So we'll see how it goes today, but she'll be important for O'Neill here tonight.
Boone Central, meanwhile, coming in 5-5. Stop me if you've heard this one before. They've got a really good freshman, Addie Hedlund. In many ways, almost the counterpart to Hilker. She'll be doing a lot of similar things for the Cardinals this evening. Very excited to see these 2 freshmen match up against one another.
Yeah, the future is on display here tonight. Hedlund's a player that she averages about 13 a game, but also 7 boards. Her ability to rebound, she's 5'7", not the biggest player, but a good rebounder, and I think that's going to be important tonight. Control the boards against O'Neill, eliminate those second chance opportunities.
Had 14 points and 6 rebounds in their last game, a victory at their holiday tournament. We'll get you starting lineups and all the action coming up. You're watching high school basketball on News Channel Nebraska.
Pregame show is brought to you by Custom Sports. Look great for every game with custom team or business apparel from Custom Sports. Check them out at CustomSportsCo.com.
Diabetes is a health condition often treated by a primary care physician, but some special care could be needed from an endocrinologist. Let's meet one with Faith Regional. Joined now by Dr. Caitlin Brow, an endocrinologist with Faith Regional Physician Services. Our topic right now is diabetes, and that's a common term that people know, but they might not know exactly what it is. What is diabetes and what are the symptoms?
So diabetes is essentially high blood sugar, but it's high blood sugar either from a lack of insulin that's made by a gland in the body called the pancreas, or the inability of that insulin to work at other glands and organs in the body, or insulin resistance.
Now this can happen at different points in life, and that can be a different type of diabetes. What are the main different types?
Type 1 diabetes is where the pancreas doesn't make enough insulin or doesn't make any insulin at all. And so treatment of type 1 diabetes is actually insulin. And actually that can happen anytime during our lifetime. It's kind of a misnomer. We think about type 1 diabetes being more of a juvenile diagnosis, but it can happen at any time in life. So type 2 diabetes is when the body makes insulin, but that insulin has trouble working at other glands and target organs, so that's called insulin resistance. And so we actually are more apt to develop that when we are overweight. It can go along with high blood pressure, high cholesterol. It can run in families. more so. A third type of diabetes that we don't often think about is gestational diabetes, and this is higher blood sugar during pregnancy. Interestingly, having gestational diabetes can put you at risk for development of type 2 diabetes in the future.
What symptoms should someone be looking out for and possibly get looked at?
Some common symptoms of higher blood sugar include increased thirst or increased urination. Sometimes you can have blurry vision or poor wound healing. Those are all symptoms of potentially having some higher blood sugar.
Well, Dr. Brow, thanks so much for sharing your knowledge.
Storefronts, pop-up shops, food trucks, and digital retail. The way we do business is ever-changing, and so are we. Madison County Bank's business lending team is constantly evolving to support and provide new information to our business and commercial customers. We understand that your business is truly unique. We are ready to find the business banking services that fit your needs best. Madison County Bank, here to help you grow.
Pre-game show is brought to you by Custom Sports. Look great for every game with custom team or business apparel from Custom Sports. Check them out at CustomSportsCo.com.
Let's take a look at our school spotlight brought to you by Currency. Do you need financing for RVs, ATVs, or other expensive items? Well, Currency's here to help. Visit GoCurrency.com today. You see Boone Central and an athletics co-op with Newman Grove for one more year. Boone Central have made 3 appearances at state all-time. Their last appearance in 2012 finished 3rd that year. Newman Grove made 2 appearances at state, their last coming in 2011. Meanwhile, O'Neill, 5 state appearances all-time, haven't been in 24 years. They've never won a game at state. That, again, your school spotlight here in O'Neill. We've got the opening tip coming up. Starting lineups are next. You're watching News Channel Nebraska.
We offer a full spectrum for eye rejuvenation. It's an old saying that the eyes are the windows to the soul. Well, they're also the part of a body that most people are looking at most of the time. So eye rejuvenation really consists of working on the part of your bodies that really you show the most. Eye rejuvenation can be functional, so we can improve vision, and it can also be cosmetic and improve appearance. Functionally, people really benefit from increasing their visual fields. So if you feel that usually it happens with your upper eyelids, if your upper eyelids are affecting your vision, removing that excess skin from your upper eyelids can help that quite a bit. Same thing with your brows. If your eyebrows are dropping over time, that can affect your vision as well. Most people on average, if you look at plastic surgery studies, they feel that having eye rejuvenation surgery just from a cosmetic point of view can take 5 to 7 years off of your age of your face.
Does your business need quick, competitive financing for heavy machinery, trucks, or other equipment? Currency is here to help. Whether you're financing construction equipment, farm equipment, trucks, trailers, or any other big-ticket item, Currency will automatically find the best rates. Currency facilitates loans for up to $500,000 with repayment terms up to 72 months. It's fast, easy, and free to use. Visit GoCurrency.com and apply today.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Currency. Visit GoCurrency.com for details. And by Region 4 Behavioral Health, quality mental health and substance abuse services.
Mid-state conference action here on News Channel Nebraska. O'Neill taking on Boone Central. Let's talk starting lineups for tonight's girls contest. There you see the Boone Central Cardinals, 5-5 on the year for Coach Andy Imus. You'll see freshman Sienna Borer, senior Ava Dirksen, sophomore Kaylee Potzel, senior Ellie Webster, and freshman Addie Headland. That's your starting five for the Boone Central Cardinals this evening. Coach Andy Imus in his 10th year with the Cardinals. Won a state championship at Friend. Was the head coach when they defeated Humphrey St. Francis in Class D1 back in 2014. As for the O'Neill Eagles, there you see their starting five. We talked about the freshman Hannah Hilker. You'll also see the senior Presley Heiss, number 2. The junior Olivia Young, number 4. The senior Autumn Hilker, number 21. And a 5'10 senior Lauren DeSotko as well. DeSotko's been playing well of late, tied her season high in their last game with 12 points and 5 rebounds. That was a loss to a very good Beatrice team, the number 4 team in Class B. A 30-point loss to Beatrice in the O'Neill Holiday Tournament Finals. Those are your starting lineups. Opening tip is next. You're watching NCN.
Safety, reliability, and the most propane storage in the region. Solutions and service you can count on with Farmer's Pride, the trusted supplier of propane for over 50 years. With scheduled delivery and budget and prepay plans, Farmer's Pride has the right solution to fit your propane needs. Farmer's Pride offers residential, agricultural, and commercial propane sales and service across the Siouxland area. Farmer's Pride, in the field, on your farm, in your community.
The Heart and Vascular team at Faith Regional Cardiovascular Institute has spent the last 22 years focused on providing the highest level of heart care possible. With over 24,000 patients seen in the last 2 years alone, we know cardiac care by heart. Today, we offer the most advanced practices and technology to patients in 11 local communities, ensuring easier access to cardiology services. With specialists focusing on heart failure, vascular diseases, thoracic surgery, abnormal heart rhythms, and general cardiology, you can count on our heart experts to collaborate to provide you with the best care possible. Faith Regional Cardiovascular Institute, keeping a pulse on the hearts of Nebraska for over 2 decades, is the faith difference.
So this yellow jacket, it basically symbolizes that it's showtime.
The Yellow Jackets are a throwback to Monday Night Football.
The 1970s, Keith Jackson, Howard Cosell.
That was the big broadcast in the country. Now we're the big broadcast in Nebraska.
When News Channel Nebraska is covering a game, we want you to know that we take it seriously. We want to dress sharp. We have pride in what we do.
And we're going to wear those yellow jackets to show people that we're a little old school, but we're also the important broadcast of the night.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Currency. Visit GoCurrency.com for details. And by Region 4 Behavioral Health, quality mental health and substance abuse services.
Back at the Airy, that's at the Eagles Nest. If you're not aware, home of the Eagles in O'Neill. Their new gym, I believe this is the 3rd year for the new gym here. Gorgeous facility here in Holt County alongside Lou Siefker. I'm Eric McKay. O'Neill in their home whites, Boone Central their road reds. And we are underway. Glad you could join us here on News Channel Nebraska. Boone Central with the ball to start. Both of these teams playing their first games since the winter break. See how long it takes to shake off the rust. Skip pass left side, that's Sienna Borer. Bad pass in the lane, taken away. Presley Heiss correction, that was Autumn Hilker who had it. Then she lost it, and it goes back to the Cardinals.
I think that tells you a little bit there. Back-to-back turnovers. Takes a little time. You haven't had a full week of school.
And another turnover there as Dirksen drags the pivot foot. Yeah, for a lot of them, back to school for like 2 days and then back to the weekend. getting back in the swing of things can be tough. You see Coach Imus there, Boone Central grad. Coached a few other places. Coached at Orchard as well before eventually finding his way back to his alma mater. Now in his 10th year at the helm of the Cardinals, as we see our first foul called on the floor as the drive there by Presley Heiss. Replays brought to you by Madison County Bank, here to help you grow. And we're trying to get something finalized. I think they were trying to figure out who the foul was on. It's on Kaylee Potzel, her first. So O'Neill trying to strike first. Boone Central playing man-to-man. O'Neill shooting over the top of it. Oh, no rust there from DeSatko as she hits from downtown.
Well, I think if you're O'Neill and you've lost 4 of your last 5, early parts of the game can be important. That's a big shot by DeSatko.
Open triple in the corner, lost out of bounds to O'Neill. That was Sienna Borer in the corner. O'Neill, the better outside shooting team to this point in the season. Shooting 25%, Boone Central just shy of 22. They get the steal, and drawing the foul on the run-out attempt was Elle Webster. She'll head to the line.
Yeah, Heiss got tripped on that, or at least stumbled over someone's foot and lost the basketball.
Foul on Autumn Hilker, her first. First free throw on the way, too strong. Webster, a senior, 61% free throw shooter coming into tonight. Had 9 points, 5 rebounds as they defeated Alliance in the third place game of the Adams Central Holiday Tournament. Their last time out. Nothing on that trip. Now O'Neill into the front court. That's a long two. Rolls off the rim into the arms of Headland. Headland from the elbow. Entry pass tipped out. Boone Central will try it again.
They're trying to go inside the Patzel there. I think you notice Headland, we talked about her in the pregame, about her ability to rebound. She not only rebounds, but likes to get out and run with the basketball. That could be a key tonight for Boone Central.
A 5'7" freshman, but playing a little bit taller than that. Another unforced error as the travel called top of the key. So Boone Central remains stymied. 6:17 to go opening quarter. Presley Heiss runs point. She's picked up timeline by Dirksen. In the corner to Sotko, tipped out. O'Neill will keep.
You mentioned O'Neill have lost 4 of their last 5, but Boone Central, they've won 3 of their last 5, and the losses, one was at one point lost to Adams Central. There's a steal on a run out.
Easy lay-in from the right side. Boone Central on the board. That's Sienna Borer.
They're going back to Boone Central. The other loss was 6 points on the road to Kearney Catholic, so they've been in those games that they've lost. I think Boone Central probably feels a little bit better about where they're at this stage of the season than O'Neill. But as we mentioned, a win by either team, you just kind of build a confidence. And certainly at home, the Eagles have a chance here to pull one off.
Foul called at three-quarter court against Boone Central. Webster, the 5'8" senior, called for her first. Bit of an awkward pass, but O'Neill retains. Entry pass, good position. Help defense comes, now triple teamed and tied up. The alternating possession will keep it to O'Neill. Boy, that was great position down low that Olivia Young had, just couldn't get the shot up.
Yeah, Young played very physically in the lane. You're right, she had great position.
Now right side to Sotko, wants 3, too strong. Battle for the rebound, foul called on Hilker. That's her second.
Elle Webster there for Boone Central. So you get the inside position and force Hilker to climb her back. That's a good job by Webster to get that position.
So Hilker will have to sit in favor of Bergen Clausen, 5'8" sophomore. Number 10. Entry pass, beautiful bounce. Backdoor cut. Boone Central takes their first lead. That's Dirksen.
That's a good job. Dirksen with that backdoor cut. A great bounce pass. Easy play there for Boone Central.
Was Kaylee Patzel with the pass from the elbow. Skip left side, Klassen. Now right side, Heiss. Looking for Young. Pivots into two defenders. Back out to Klassen. O'Neill trying to go inside out. Boone Central's shown good defensive acumen on the low block. O'Neill back up top now. Here's Young. Works it in the paint off the dribble drive. Wow. Impressive drive there by Young.
Yeah, that was an outstanding play. Good job to break down Boone Central off the dribble and a nice scoop shot off the backboard for the bucket.
Coming off her season high 14 against Beatrice. Foul on the floor. Called on O'Neill as Hedlund tried to answer at the other end. That's on Young, her first. Already the third team foul for O'Neill.
He called that on the floor. I thought maybe Hedlund would be shooting free throws.
She was close. Back down low to Hedlund. Good physical play now. She's shooting free throws. Muscles in on Heiss, draws damage. As we go back to O'Neill. Impressive drive there by Young.
Yeah, it's a nice kiss off the glass. Impressive dribble drive before that as well. And you got Hedlund at the free throw line. We talked about the freshman, the youth influence on both these teams. I really like Hedlund's aggressiveness for being as young as she is, not afraid to attack off the dribble.
Splits the pair. That's the first make from the free throw line in 4 attempts for Boone Central. Ties the game at 5. Hedlund, normally a very good free throw shooter, 76% on the season coming into this evening. Up top, Heiss got a step into the help defense and draws the foul. Got past Dirksen at the top of the key and draws the foul on Kaylee Patzel. That's her her first.
I got a feeling both these coaches talked to their respective teams about playing aggressively, especially on the offensive end, to attack and attack the basket, get in the paint. Both teams have looked to do that here early.
I feel like that's something you want to stress. Again, first game in 7 days for both of these teams off the holiday break. Heiss makes both. O'Neill back on top, and back and forth we go in O'Neill. Drive and kick. Borer wants 3. Can't get it. Tip in, not there. And the rebound to Klassen. Now Klassen on the dribble drive. Forces one up over 2 defenders. Tipped out of bounds. It will stay with O'Neill. Klassen, a sophomore. Bergen Klassen seeing her first action of the season. She had not registered any statistics for the Eagles coming into tonight. Another bit of the youth movement for O'Neill. There's Riley Selby looking inside, nothing there. Had the cutter but missed her. Now Selby's in trouble. Klassen tried to work it left. Pocket picked by Webster, who mishandles it and is going to have to pass to the trailer. Now Hedlund backs out, wants 3. Off the front iron, Borer the offensive rebound. She can't hit, and the Eagles clear it. Quickly the other way knocked out. And O'Neill will inbound.
That was a missed opportunity there for Boone Central a moment ago.
O'Neill couldn't beat the 5, and it goes back to Boone Central. Well, the Cardinals' half-court defense doing the job so far. As you look at Coach Brock Eichelberger, he's won quite a few state championships in a couple of sports.
Yeah.
Won girls basketball championships at Ewing, won football championships at Ewing and here at O'Neill. Long two, too strong. Selby tracks down the rebound. Off and running, then swiped from behind. Another turnover and another steal for Webster.
O'Neill struggling with ball security. Already 6 turnovers. Not through the first quarter yet.
That's been an issue for them. They averaged 21 a game coming into tonight. Late closeout. Offensive rebound. And a travel called. Before she could get the shot up, Kaylee Patzel turns it over.
Patzel and Borer both battling themselves for the rebound there. And that's where you want to be talking a little bit. You like the aggressiveness, both players rather, going for that offensive rebound, but you don't want to battle your teammate and then lose possession.
Boone Central going with full court pressure again. O'Neill holding on to the lead despite the turnovers. Boone Central has not shot well. That's kept the Eagles in it. Klassen off the hesitation, could only get to the free throw line. Now it's Hilker driving, dishing for 3. And the rebound to Hedlund. That was Hilker from the corner. Now Hedlund coast to coast from the right side. Her first field goal.
Go ahead and write that name down.
Yeah.
Addie Hedlund. She's going to be an outstanding player. If I just showed up, didn't know she was a freshman, I would not guess that. She does not play like a 9th grader.
O'Neill will inbound. Active hands defensively for Boone Central. Nothing has been easy as we take a look at Hedlund, making it look easy.
And she's, like I said, she's not a player that's afraid to do that, to attack the defense, all the way to the rim with the basketball.
There you see another steal off the inbound from the left side. That's Sierra Baker. And Boone Central back on top. Most of their points coming off steals and runouts.
I was going to say Boone Central now starting to turn turnovers into points. That's bad news for the Eagles.
Young trying to back her way down again, draws the foul, much to the chagrin of the Boone Central faithful. They wanted to travel.
There's Olivia Young in the paint with that dribble. I don't think that's a travel. She kept her dribble there right till the end and drew contact.
That's on Patzel, her second, brought the arms down. But Young can hit the free throw. 57% free throw shooter coming into tonight. The Eagles as a team, 54% free throw shooters in the month of December. Those numbers tend to go up once the new year hits. You get in that rhythm, and if you can get a shooter's roll like that.
Yeah, despite all the turnovers, O'Neill only down 1.
Open 3 in the corner again. Boy, there have been a lot of open looks from deep. O'Neill's going to have to shore that up, or this one could get away from him. Nice ball reversal on the broken play. Now Heiss on the wing. Hilker wants 3. Got it. And O'Neill's back on top.
Well, that's an area where you can't, if you're Boone Central, can't leave Hilker open out there. She is a good outside shooter. Got to close out on those shooters. Leave them open like that, they'll burn you.
40% on the season, and now the turnover gives it back to O'Neill. So the Eagles a chance to extend their lead. Dirksen back in for Boone Central. Hedlund will have a seat. 3 points for her in this opening quarter. Presley Heiss picked up by Baker and carries it. So turnovers really looming large for O'Neill here at home tonight.
Well, it's kind of opened the door here. Despite that, up 2, Boone Central a chance to tie or take the lead.
Hedlund back into the game after a quick rest. In the corner, there's Borer open again. Her first making 3 attempts from deep. Quickly ahead comes O'Neill. They're going to give it right back. Natalie Schrad not ready for that one. Correction, Serena Chavez not ready for that one. 9th first quarter turnover. As you see, another open 3.
Yeah, another open 3. It looks like O'Neill trying to shut down that lane, but they're leaving the perimeter open.
ball knocked away at the top of the key. Baseball heave at the buzzer won't go. And that's the end of the first quarter. After one, it's Boone Central 12, O'Neill 11. You're watching News Channel Nebraska.
My dad's addiction and death from overdosing on opioids has taught me it's likely that everybody knows somebody who is struggling with this very problem. Losing my mentor, my best friend. He took one pill too many that ultimately killed him.
Some jobs are hard work, long hours, busy days, late nights. But there's something in us that keeps us going when we know what we're doing is making a difference in someone's life. Because it's the hardest jobs that are the most important, and that pride you feel makes it more than worth the effort. NPPD, powering our state, empowering your life.
(12-11), Boone Central with the lead on our scoreboard, brought to you in part by Faith Regional Physician Services. When hard work hits you hard, have faith. Also in part by Currency. Does your business need help financing big-ticket items? Currency here to help. Visit GoCurrency.com for details. Boone Central starting to heat up from the field, forcing a lot of turnovers on O'Neill in the first quarter. Good ball movement, straightaway triple try off the mark, out of bounds to the Eagles.
It appears O'Neill has been in a kind of a 1-2-2 zone, but Boone Central has been able to find those spots, especially in the corners, against that zone. See if O'Neill can shore that up and at least get out there and contest the threes.
Ball tipped out. It will stay with O'Neill. Well, Boone Central's guards, they do not make it easy to bring the ball up the court.
A good defense, good pressure. O'Neill's struggling with already 9 turnovers in the ball game. They have to do better the next 3 quarters if they're going to stay with the Cardinals.
Heiss surveying. Had Hilker cutting. Instead, swung right side to Hannah Hilker, the freshman. Lobs it to Autumn Hilker. O'Neill, nice pass. Boy, beautiful footwork there. Good body control by Presley Heiss to get that one down.
Yeah, that was a good job not to travel. Just good body control. Got that one up and in.
Hedlund the drive and dish. That time O'Neill closed out, and they forced the turnover.
Yeah, I'm sure that's Coach Eichelberger has talked about that. Chasing those shooters, don't allow them to square up and take uncontested shots. You saw it right there, a good contest that led to a turnover.
The drive, the dish. Hilker rattles it home. Hannah Hilker, the freshman, her second triple on the night.
Conversely, Boone Central, that's twice they've left Hilker open, and she's made them pay.
O'Neill now their largest lead at 4. Overcoming those turnovers thus far with some hot outside shooting. Now Hedlund works off the clear out with the left hand, can't roll it home. Hedlund had 3 in the first quarter. Nice pass up ahead. That 3 falls. And just like that, it's a 7-point lead.
That's a big make there. All of a sudden, O'Neill is running away with things here. Only up 7, but a couple 3-pointers have distanced themselves. Now a turnover.
8 unanswered by the Eagles to start this second quarter. Hilker in the lane. Klassen gets it to go. That's 10 straight, and Boone Central's got to talk it over. We'll take a timeout as well. O'Neill revving up the crowd at home. They're up 9 on NCN.
Regional, we offer a full spectrum for eye rejuvenation. It's an old saying that the eyes are the windows to the soul. Well, they're also the part of a body that most people are looking at most of the time. So eye rejuvenation really consists of working on the part of your bodies that really you show the most. Eye rejuvenation can be functional, so we can improve vision, and it can also be cosmetic and improve appearance. Functionally, people really benefit from increasing their visual fields. So if you feel that usually it happens with your upper eyelids, if your upper eyelids are affecting your vision, removing that excess skin from your upper eyelids can help that quite a bit. Same thing with your brows. If your eyebrows are dropping over time, that can affect your vision as well. Most people on average, if you look at plastic surgery studies, they feel that having eye rejuvenation surgery just from a cosmetic point of view can take 5 to 7 years off of your age of your face.
Well, how do you overcome 9 turnovers? You shoot well.
Yeah.
7 for 11 from the field. O'Neill's made their last 4, but Boone Central answers, ending the 10-0 run out of the timeout.
Yeah, it's super fresh there, Hedlund again with a great drive. But, yeah, how about 10 points in just a couple minutes by O'Neill? A couple of three-pointers and a bucket in the lane.
Good movement away from the ball. Opens things up from deep, but it's short. And Boone Central clears it. That was the Eagles' first miss of the second quarter. Hedlund now off the sidestep, rolls the triple home. Addie Hedlund with 8.
Plays with so much confidence. What is it with these young kids these days? They just, no fear at all.
When I was a freshman, I barely had the confidence to walk into the building, let alone attempt threes at the varsity level.
I was too busy, buying lunches for the seniors.
Right, yeah. While also having yours stolen by another senior.
Exactly.
4-point game. Boone Central made it a 21-17 contest. O'Neill going to the second option off the inbound. That's Young. Hilker, tough shot from the baseline. She'll head to the line.
Well, for O'Neill right now, I like what they're doing offensively. There's some pretty good movement away from the basketball. When they do have opportunities to attack, they do it. They've made some three-pointers. For O'Neill, it's a matter of taking care of the basketball and eliminating turnovers and certainly making free throws when you have the opportunity.
Hilker splits the pair. 4 points this quarter for the senior. Now Hedlund feeling it. That one a little off. Able to track it down off the back tap. Back into traffic and 1. Can't get 3 beyond the arc, so she'll look for 3 the hard way. Always active.
Yeah, that's a great description. She has a motor that kind of knows one speed. There's no slowdown. And gets the chance for the old-fashioned three-point play. You suppose she knows about the old-fashioned three-point play?
As far as she knows, the three-pointer has always been a part of basketball. That's a big foul, by the way, for O'Neill. It's Autumn Hilker's 3rd. Hedlund can't get it to go. Then a foul on the rebound called on Borer. So O'Neill had the 9-point lead. Just like that, it's back to 3.
This is the area where O'Neill can either win or lose the game, is how well they handle the Boone Central pressure.
Heiser to the front court. Sets up the offense at the volleyball line. High screen from Klassen. Now DeSotko into Klassen. Back out for the mid-range. And Hedlund muscles down a board. Hedlund kicks up top. Dirksen thought 3, works it inside instead. Patzel in too deep. And a foul called on Boone Central a long ways away from the hoop. And if that's Sienna Borer, and it is, that's her 3rd.
Yeah, and those drive you crazy. Those sort of fouls that far away from the bucket.
So she'll have to sit in favor of Callie Simons. Simons a 5'7" sophomore. The one thing about Boone Central that they probably would like to see develop more is their bench. They do not get a lot of offensive production from the bench. Olivia Young, good strong drive, but a little too far under the bucket. Patzel the rebound. Headland, coast to coast. Knocked out O'Neill basketball.
Last possession by O'Neill. Boone Central dodged a bullet. Two defenders there. Neither one took the basketball. That allowed an easy opportunity, but shot was missed.
And now O'Neill calls timeout. We'll take one as well. 3:34 to go in the half. 3-point lead by O'Neill. You're watching News Channel Nebraska.
Does your business need quick, competitive financing for heavy machinery, trucks, or other equipment? Currency is here to help. Whether you're financing construction equipment, farm equipment, trucks, trailers, or any other big-ticket item, Currency will automatically find the best rates. Currency facilitates loans for up to $500,000 with repayment terms up to 72 months. It's fast, easy, and free to use. Visit GoCurrency.com and apply today.
Back at O'Neill. The Eagles at home, 22-19, the girls lead. We'll have the boys game coming up following this one as well. The Boone Central's boys off to a good start, 7-3. Maybe knocking on the door of those NCN rankings. You can check those out under the Sports Now tab at newschannelnebraska.com.
I didn't see any croquet up there on those banners.
We're still tabulating the votes,
Okay.
is what it is. It's a complicated system. We're in a bit of a sticky wicket, you might say, and getting the votes tabulated there.
Being the world-class croquet player that I am.
Olivia Young, top of the key for O'Neill. Working it in on Headland. Left for DeSatko, back in. Off the window and good. O'Neill back up 5.
And when O'Neill's in the half court, they do a great job breaking down Boone Central off the dribble. They've gotten some excellent looks and getting the ball in the paint.
Headland open on the baseline. Shots off. Offensive rebound, though. That's Simons clearing it. Now back down low. Tough shot. Drawing the foul. Patzel will head to the line. Patzel, the 5'9" sophomore, draws the damage on DeSatko, her first.
Patzel, pretty good low post player there. Split the two defenders. Gets fouled, and both teams struggling here early from the free throw line.
Boone Central just 1 of 6 from the land of the free. Make it 2 of 7. That's Patzel's first point. She'll sit in favor of Cassidy Miracle, a 5'10" senior. O'Neill doing a much better job this quarter taking care of the basketball than they did early on. Ooh, miscommunication on the cut. It goes out of bounds to Boone Central. Right on cue. Folks,
Exactly.
You think the announcer jinx is just for free throws? Nope, you need somebody to get a turnover. Just have me start talking about how the team's not going to turn it over.
We're just going to start saying how bad they are and then make plays. There, that was not bad. That was an excellent fast break. Good job to get the ball down the floor. No dribbling or not much dribbling. That ends up in a layup for Boone Central.
Cassidy Miracle off the bench. Now Young, good ball reversal. Almost got it to drop. Boy, Olivia Young brought her aggression this evening.
Yeah, she has been probably the best of anybody tonight at breaking down the defense off the dribble and getting to the free throw line. She's been outstanding. And now it's could become a battle of free throws.
That one Plinko chips its way down. O'Neill has been better from the line. Now 3 of 5. Make it 4 of 6. Young has 5. O'Neill stretches their advantage once again. back up to 4.
O'Neill has been good in the half court. When they've broken the pressure, they have been good most of the time handling in their offensive sets.
Another open three from the corner falls. Boone Central again from deep. That's Sierra Baker. But Young quickly the other way. Riding the baseline. That's Webster called for the foul, her second. And O'Neill's in the bonus.
Young making a living tonight in the lane and at the free throw line. Just up there and knocked down a couple. Should we say she's bad? Okay, she made it.
She's jinx-proof. Another look, and again, those corners have been open for Boone Central as O'Neill's been trying to shut down the lane.
Some points off the bench, that three-pointer for Boone Central. That's always a plus, getting some offensive production off the bench.
Young made both, and a travel called. So now the turnover is starting to pile up for Boone Central.
I think O'Neill's only had one turnover in this quarter. They had 9 in the first quarter, so a huge difference. And that's one of the reasons you see they're up 3. They've been much better with the basketball.
They've led by as much as 9, opened this quarter on a 10-0 run. They've shot the basketball very well. That's allowed them to overcome the early turnover issues. Tough shot there. Hedlund the rebound. And Hedlund not shy. This time she'll give it up. Back to Hedlund. Picked up by Young. Hedlund lost the handle trying to get the blow by, but is fouled on the floor. That'll be Young's second.
Yeah, Young, I thought actually did a pretty good job bodying up on her, but it was Hedlund's ability to draw contact.
Too strong off the inbound. Offensive rebound. Leads to the open three. Second chance opportunity for Elle Webster. She takes advantage.
Another bench player making that offensive rebound to set that three-pointer up. And Simons.
Just like that, we're back to a tie game. Has her shot blocked. Hedlund, no one behind her, and she finishes from the left side. 7 this quarter, 10 for the ball game, and Boone Central's back on top.
Yeah, Hedlund with 10 and 5 right now. We're not even to halftime yet.
O'Neill has seen their 9-point lead evaporate. Clausen off the clear out, gets the roll with 6 seconds. Not a bad varsity debut. Now Hedlund from three-quarter court. Had a good line, just left it short. And that's the end of a frenetic second quarter as we head to the break. We're tied at 30. Halftime show coming up. You're watching News Channel Nebraska.
So this yellow jacket, it basically symbolizes that it's showtime.
The Yellow Jackets are a throwback to Monday Night Football.
The 1970s, Keith Jackson, Howard Cosell.
That was the big broadcast in the country. Now we're the big broadcast in Nebraska.
When News Channel Nebraska is covering a game, we want you to know that we take it seriously. We want to dress sharp. We have pride in what we do.
And we're going to wear those yellow jackets to show people that we're a little old school, but we're also the important broadcast of the night.
I'm Chris Suckup, and I started at Madison County Bank in 2003.
Experience, commitment to community, and unmatched customer service. Madison County Bank has been rooted in Northeast Nebraska for over 130 years and is here to help you grow. For ag banking, home loans, and business banking, visit your local Madison County Bank in
Madison, Plainview, Albion, and all of Northeast Nebraska.
Let your next adventure take flight in Sarpy County, Nebraska for some high-flying fun. Legendary family adventures. Out-of-this-world shopping. Star-studded evenings. And award-winning experiences. Our flights are never canceled. Stay, play, and plan your getaway at GoSarpy.com.
partnering your everyday since 1975. Woodhouse.
Does your business need quick, competitive financing for heavy machinery, trucks, or other equipment? Currency is here to help. Whether you're financing construction equipment, farm equipment, trucks, trailers, or any other big-ticket item, Currency will automatically find the best rates. Currency facilitates loans for up to $500,000 with repayment terms up to 72 months. It's fast, easy, and free to use. Visit GoCurrency.com and apply today.
Partnering your everyday since 1975. Woodhouse.
At Elkhorn Valley Bank, we believe in local. It's something we live by. It's something we're proud of. It's helping our neighbors grow like they've helped us. Supporting families, investing in lives, and creating prosperity. Local means making decisions that grow and improve surrounding communities we call home. Investing in our nonprofits and giving back. Elkhorn Valley Bank and Trust, great for you, great for your community.
Halftime in O'Neill, entertaining first half. O'Neill and Boone Central tied at 30 after these teams combined for 37 second quarter points alongside Lou Siefker. I'm Eric McKay. Lou, both these teams, as we look at the halftime highlights, shooting the ball really well. O'Neill 9 of 18, 50%. Boone Central 12 of 26, getting a lot of points off of turnovers. The difference right now, O'Neill 8 of 10 at the free throw line. Boone Central just 2 of 7. And O'Neill's taking care of the ball better. If this game stays close, I think Coach Brock Eichelberger is going to like his team's chances the way they've shot from the charity stripe.
Yeah, I think shooting free throws obviously has been a big boost there for O'Neill. And obviously some open three-pointers there. The freshman Ilker knocks that one down. But on the other end, I think one of the ways that Boone Central got back in the game was not only knocking down threes, but also offensive rebound. There were 6 offensive rebounds in that first half. O'Neill did not have an offensive rebound, so that's they've been able to. They didn't shoot as well, but they had more opportunities, and that comes off the offensive rebound. So for O'Neill, you've got to try to keep the the Cardinals from pounding that offensive glass.
As Boone Central forced a lot of turnovers early on, 9 in the first quarter. But just 2 in the second quarter, 11 for the game. If they can get that pressure going, like you said, Lou, when O'Neill settles into their half court, their offense has clicked really well. It's before they get to the timeline that's been the issue. If Boone Central can ratchet up that pressure again, they could really be in business, particularly with the way that they've shot the ball, especially from outside.
I think you're going to see that at some point here in the second half. I think Coach Imus is going to really bring some pressure and force O'Neill to handle it. I think that's going to be a key. If O'Neill can handle the pressure when they get in the half court, they've really done a good job finding quality shots and making quality shots as well. That's going to be the question, though. Can you handle that full court pressure? They didn't do it very well at times in that first half. And so if you can handle it, get in the half court, as you mentioned, their ability to make free throws, the ability to get the ball in the paint, and get to the free throw line and make those high percentage shots, you think would favor O'Neill, providing they don't turn it over a bunch against that pressure.
Boone Central holding a 12-7 advantage on the boards. Olivia Young, 7 points to lead the way for O'Neill. Hannah Hilker with 6, Lauren DeSotko with 5. For Boone Central, the freshman Addie Headland is as advertised, 10 points and 5 rebounds in that first half. Sienna Boer and Sierra Baker each with 5. Folks, we got more high school basketball coming up tomorrow here on NCN. It is a full day of high school hoops. Starts at 3:05 Central Time, 2:05 Mountain. Live in the Panther Gym as the Norfolk Panthers play host to the Cardinals of South Sioux City. Then at 5 o'clock, some of our viewers will be taken to DeWitt, Nebraska for a varsity doubleheader between Tri-County and Freeman. Great rivalry there in southeast Nebraska. You can check out the full schedule at newschannelnebraska.com. 30-30, entertaining first half. What do they have in store for us over the final 16 minutes? We'll find out next. You've been watching the halftime show on News Channel Nebraska.
Regional, we offer a full spectrum for eye rejuvenation. It's an old saying that the eyes are the windows to the soul. Well, they're also the part of a body that most people are looking at most of the time. So eye rejuvenation really consists of working on the part of your bodies that really you show the most. Eye rejuvenation can be functional, so we can improve vision, and it can also be cosmetic and improve appearance. Functionally, people really benefit from increasing their visual fields. So if you feel that usually it happens with your upper eyelids, if your upper eyelids are affecting your vision, removing that excess skin from your upper eyelids can help that quite a bit. Same thing with your brows. If your eyebrows are dropping over time, that can affect your vision as well. Most people on average, if you look at plastic surgery studies, they feel that having eye rejuvenation surgery just from a cosmetic point of view can take 5 to 7 years off of your age of your face.
Does your business need quick, competitive financing for heavy machinery, trucks, or other equipment? Currency is here to help. Whether you're financing construction equipment, farm equipment, trucks, trailers, or any other big-ticket item, Currency will automatically find the best rates. Currency facilitates loans for up to $500,000 with repayment terms up to 72 months. It's fast, easy, and free to use. Visit GoCurrency.com and apply today.
Storefronts, pop-up shops, food trucks, and digital retail. The way we do business is ever-changing, and so are we. Madison County Bank's business lending team is constantly evolving to support and provide new information to our business and commercial customers. We understand that your business is truly unique. We are ready to find the business banking services that fit your needs best. Madison County Bank, here to help you grow.
We offer a full spectrum for eye rejuvenation. It's an old saying that the eyes are the windows to the soul. Well, they're also the part of a body that most people are looking at most of the time. So eye rejuvenation really consists of working on the part of your bodies that really you show the most. Eye rejuvenation can be functional, so we can improve vision, and it can also be cosmetic and improve appearance. Functionally, people really benefit from increasing their visual fields. So if you feel that usually it happens with your upper eyelids, if your upper eyelids are affecting your vision, removing that excess skin from your upper eyelids can help that quite a bit. Same thing with your brows. If your eyebrows are dropping over time, that can affect your vision as well. Most people on average, if you look at plastic surgery studies, they feel that having eye rejuvenation surgery just from a cosmetic point of view can take 5 to 7 years off of your age of your face.
Tied at 30 as we get set to start the second half. Alongside Lou Siefker, I'm Eric McKay. Looking at some other mid-state scores from last night, there were some big games last night. Crofton gets a big win over Battle Creek. The Bravettes suffer their first loss, 45-38. Pierce fell to Aquinas yesterday, 48-41. Cedar Catholic continues to roll along. They beat Laurel Concord Coleridge, 63-49. And how about Guardian Angel Central Catholic beating Bishop Newman last night 58-35? GACC. Yeah. This just in. That's a good girls basketball program.
That's a good girls group of teams in that Mid-States Conference. There's a lot of good basketball being played in the Mid-States.
Lauren DeSotko starting the second half aggressively, getting to the line. I think we'll see a lot of that. There's a little bit of foul trouble on both sides. Autumn Hilker and Sienna Borer, each with 3 fouls. That's 1 per team.
We talked about the knocking some rust off and coming back from a Christmas break. Well, it's interesting that these two teams average about 40 points a game.
Yeah.
O'Neill averages 41, Boone Central about almost 41. Both have 30 at halftime, so I think you feel pretty good about your offensive game on both sides.
Speaking of foul trouble, that foul was on Kaylee Patzel. That's her 3rd as well. So 18 seconds into the quarter, and Boone Central already going to the bench.
Patzel's a good post defender.
Yeah.
That's a player that Boone Central does not want to be on the bench too much here in the second half.
Hedlund gives to Borer. Borer had all 5 of her points in the opening quarter. There you see a foul called on Presley Heiss.
Heiss got caught reaching, and Hedlund had pretty good position crossing that lane, and Heiss tried to put her hand in there and strip the basketball.
Inbound comes to Baker. Played well off the bench, 5 points in the first half. Hedlund draws damage again, and that's Heiss's 3rd. Boy, she is so hard to stay in front of.
Yeah. Good athlete. And apparently I'm going to go ahead and say she's played a lot of basketball despite being a 9th grader. She absolutely does not back down from anything.
But the free throw struggles continue for the Cardinals. Just 2 of 8 tonight. Splits the pair. Hedlund with 11 ties the game at 31. Swung left side to Heiss. Good movement away from the ball. That's Young. Olivia Young with 9. Credit Heiss with the assist.
Young playing like Adrian Dantley, number 4. I should probably come up with some more female references, but
good block on the shot attempt. Boone Central will try it again. Hedlund tracked down the rebound, drew the defense, left the open 3. Another offensive rebound. Borer thought 3, thought better of it. Now it's Hedlund. Off the empty corner, pivoting out. Back inside, tipped away.
Like the idea of going back to her just a little bit late, and that allowed DeSotko to get the steal.
Now Hilker in the front court. The freshman floats it too strong. Tapped out to Boone Central. Sorry, that was DeSotko, not Hilker. Tough entry pass there, denied. Out of bounds by Ashley Sidak. Not seen much of Sidak tonight. He's been a good bench player, averages just shy of 6 a game for Coach Eichelberger. And a travel called as the help defense was coming over. Now it's Boone Central starting to pile on some turnovers.
I think they have a chance. Boone Central has a chance to post Hedlund up. It not been able to get her to the basketball. You got to credit O'Neill for good denial in that post. But I think a little bit better pass is if you throw that ball up, lob that ball up, you figure Hedlund's athletic enough that she can go get it. But you got to get her passes that she can catch and do something with.
Now Heiss, after another foul, called a three-quarter court on Boone Central. Hilker kicks up to DeSotko. Young looking inside. It's cleared out. Tries to split 2 defenders and draws the foul on the floor. Playing fearlessly tonight.
Yeah,
is the 5'7" junior.
She has played some physical basketball. She's listed at 5'7". She might be 5'7", I don't know, but she plays about 6'2" down there in the post.
Now Hilker, entry pass. Young working in on Hedlund. Can't use the window. Offensive rebound. Putback won't roll home, and Hedlund clears it. They send 2 to Hedlund. She's got to give it up, and a timeout called. 5:16 to go in the third. We'll keep it here with a 33-31 game for O'Neill. You know, both these offenses, it's amazing how much a difference a quarter can make. It seemed like these two teams couldn't miss in the second quarter, both really struggling to find a rhythm here early second half.
You take a week off, you come out sharp, you take a halftime off, and I think both teams, I like the way O'Neill is contesting, doing a good job in the paint, contesting those lob passes. And I think, O'Neill also crashing the glass, only one rebound, I guess, but it was DeSatko got the first offensive rebound and giving themselves a chance with DeSatko's rebound to have an extra possession or at least an extra opportunity to score. Those are things that you'd like to see O'Neill continue to do.
Boone Central still looking for their first field goal of the second half. Dirksen feeds it to Baker, has it swiped. Sidek with a steal. Up ahead, Hilker, left side, in and out. Rebound tapped out of bounds. That's going to be O'Neill basketball. Last touch by the Cardinals.
Pretty good shot by Hilker, but it didn't fall. I like the pass, though, the lead pass. Left-handed shot by Hilker, just off the mark, but a good opportunity for O'Neill.
Now Hilker steps out on the wing. Trying to get past Borer, has to give it up. Young swings to Heiss. Well run there. Great movement away from the ball again, and that's DeSatko with 3 this quarter.
Yeah, just really good in the half court, O'Neill. They've just done a nice job tonight.
Hedlund wasting no time getting to the other end. And draws another foul. Boy, the fouls are starting to pile up both sides.
Yeah, come fourth quarter, there's going to be some players watching this ball game if this continues.
That foul on Sidek, her first. Hannah Hilker sits in favor of Ashley, or rather, Clausen. Boone Central trying to get the offense going. Skip pass taken away. That's Young taking on 2 defenders at the other end and has it stolen back. Off the hesitation, finding some room, forcing the shot a bit there was Borer. Tried to draw the foul. The officials didn't see it that way. Now it's Young in the corner. Taken away. Ava Dirksen in transition. And Boone Central's back within 2.
That's the one area I think Boone Central's, both teams having some turnovers, but Boone Central has done a better job of turning turnovers into points, at getting those transition baskets.
A high surveying. Lobbing. Clausen switches to the left hand. How about Clausen with 6 points off the bench for O'Neill?
Yeah, Clausen says she's going to play the game with her left hand.
Back to a 4-point O'Neill lead. Good pass.
Yeah.
Finding some room, Cassidy Miracle.
Yeah, Miracle with a good finish. That was a great pass by Dirksen.
Now Young taking on 2 defenders again. Cannot hesitate for a moment against the junior. She blew by Hedlund there, and then it was the help defense called for the foul.
Well, the reason I brought up an outdated reference a moment ago to Adrian Dantley is if anybody out there remembers Adrian Dantley, he was undersized, but he was the toughest guy down in the paint a lot of times, and that's what Young has been. She has been the toughest player on the floor, not the biggest player, but the toughest player, and very difficult to keep out of that lane.
I will say, if you want to find one of the more entertaining and underrated players from the 80s, find some YouTube clips of Adrian Dantley. He was a fun one to watch. Former Detroit Piston and like 100 other teams. He played for everybody. Played for the Buffalo Braves. How about that? How about that reference? Yeah, there was a basketball team called the Buffalo Braves once. They are now the LA Clippers.
And they should go back to Buffalo. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, Buffalo said we don't need two cursed pro sports franchises. We'll send this one to Los Angeles. We've got our football team to deal with. That foul, by the way, called on Class and her first.
Well, back to the present.
Yeah, we'll hop in the time machine and jump back 45 years to the present. There's Miracle again, finding good position on Class and good double team. Miracle out of it. Now Headland straight away. Triple try. Wow. Finds the bottom.
I'm just impressed with her. She is such a good player. I keep bringing up that she's a ninth grader, but that's absolutely no hesitation. Catch and shoot, three-pointer, and a big moment in the game.
Ties it at 38. Loose ball tracked down by Hilker. Hilker left open. Can't answer with a three of her own, and the rebound eventually finds its way to Callie Simons. Leaves it for Headland, trailing. Borer, good reversal. Miracle open on the baseline, too strong. Headland the offensive rebound and back out with it. Back down low to Miracle. Fades away and fills it up. Cassidy Miracle with 6 points tonight.
Both teams have been pretty good in the paint when they have those opportunities.
And at the other end, Autumn Hilker leans into one. She'll head to the line. I feel like these teams' momentum feeds each other. As one team starts to find it offensively, the other team able to answer.
Well, both teams playing aggressively tonight. That time Hilker saw her, the defender there for Boone Central. Simons was out of position. You see it here. She's not in position, so you just force that contact and make the official make the call. I think that's the right call. It's 2 shots for Autumn Hilker.
Made the first. Hilker has 4. And make it 5. The torrid shooting pace continues for O'Neill from the free throw line. Back to a tie game. Headland off the crossover, kicks Dirksen. Skip pass. Simons into the double team, threw it away. Nice outlet pass up ahead. Sidak, right side. O'Neill back on top.
Now it's the Eagles turning turnovers into points. That's a good transition opportunity there for the Eagles, and now a 2-point lead for O'Neill.
Ashley Sidak's first bucket tonight. Great swing, left side, open triple off the heel. Ball still loose. Mad scramble. Hilker's got it. And out with it. Oh, Brock Eichelberger, the coach, called the timeout there. Realized as he did so, he just took a 2-on-none off the board. We'll keep it here, 42-40. As soon as he called the timeout, watch how open this was off the miss.
Coach Eichelberger is trying to keep possession of the basketball. There's a mad scramble, and right about here he's calling timeout. Little did he know that Hilker pulled that basketball out and they were going to have a fast break opportunity.
That was a 2-on-none. But the good news, if you're an O'Neill fan, now they get to draw something up. Coach Eichelberger telling the officials, hey, next time, help me out, huh?
Yeah, next time, ignore me. Coach Eichelberger is still smiling about that. That's all you can do at that point is just smile.
He's been coaching a long time. He's in the 200 wins club. He's seen a little bit of everything.
He's a great coach.
He's got quite a coaching tree. In fact, somebody who used to be an assistant, we'll see in our boys game, Andy Kalhoff, the head boys coach for O'Neill, as that one somehow doesn't go down for Hilker.
How did that one not go in? That did everything but fall through the net.
Take another look at this one, touching every bit of iron, a little window. O'Neal will retain possession. Hilker wants three. Looked good out of her hands, just a little shy. Simons the rebound. Hilker 0 for 4 from the field this quarter. High screen for Hedlund. Works it left, into the lane. 16 points for the freshman.
Gonna be an all-stater one of these days.
Down to 16 seconds for O'Neal. Fantastic contest here on a Friday night in Holt County. Bounced right side Hilker. Entry pass. DeSatko blocked but fouled. Yeah, Boone Central fans don't like it, but that arm came down a bit, and DeSatko with 5 seconds is shooting two.
I think what both teams have done well tonight is to put the game, force the officials to make calls. I mean, you're drawing contact. I think the officials have done a good job with it. But when you play aggressively, then you force the officials to, call the game a certain way. They've done a good job of it, but it's allowed both teams opportunities from the free throw line.
O'Neal, 13 of 17. Now 14 of 18. From the free throw line. That could end up being the difference in this one.
Yeah, you win a lot of games when you shoot well from the free throw line. Oh.
Tried to pass it to Miracle underneath the hoop, not there, and that's the end of three. We got a good one. It's a 2-point ball game, fourth quarter next. You're watching NCN.
Does your business need quick, competitive financing for heavy machinery, trucks, or other equipment? Currency is here to help. Whether you're financing construction equipment, farm equipment, trucks, trailers, or any other big-ticket item, Currency will automatically find the best rates. Currency facilitates loans for up to $500,000 with repayment terms up to 72 months. It's fast, easy, and free to use. Visit GoCurrency.com and apply today.
Well, if it's Mid-State Conference basketball on a Friday night, you know it's going to be good, and that's what we've got here tonight in O'Neal. 44-42. O'Neal with the lead after three alongside Lou Siefker. I'm Eric McKay. And Lou, we've talked about it. The biggest discrepancy right now is in free throw shooting. O'Neal is 14 of 18 from the land of the free. By contrast, Boone Central is 3 of 9.
Well, that's a big difference. First of all, O'Neal doing a much better job getting to the free throw line, and then when they're there, they're making them. That's 14 of 18. You'll take that, 100 times out of 100.
They've attempted 9 more free throws and have missed 2 fewer. But Hedlund says that's fine. I'll just hit from deep. Addie Hedlund with 19.
Yeah. Addie Hedlund, a difference maker out there for BC. We'll see if either team. It was actually Boone Central who was turning it over more in the third quarter. But we'll see if the Cardinals go to a pressure defense at any time here in the fourth.
Lauren DeSatko misses. She and Olivia Young each with 10. That leads the way for O'Neal. High screen for Hedlund. They bring 2 to the ball. They bounce it back to Hedlund, and she'll head to the line. Great inside, outside, back in. And now it's Hedlund shooting free throws.
There's a lot of times you watch a player that's a freshman play, and you can see some holes in their game. You're going to say, she'll get better. There's not many things that Hedlund, certainly she'll get better. She's going to be a great player, but there's not a lot of areas where, there's this huge gap where she needs to improve. She's good at just about everything.
DeSatko the rebound in traffic. Hedlund splits the pair. She has 20. It's a 2-point Boone Central lead. They've trailed by as much as 9.
I think you try to get Young the basketball here at some point. She's been really good inside against that Boone Central D.
That's who has it at the elbow. Back out. Heiss wants 3. Banks it home! Presley Heiss, her first bucket of the second half.
I heard her call it all the way up here.
Back to a 1-point O'Neal lead. Nice feed into the lane. O'Neal crashes hard, as does Elle Webster. Slow to get up.
Yeah, afraid she might have smacked her head there going down. Hope not. Yeah, it looks a little wobbly.
Out to take a look. The foul is on Sidek. That's her second, and yeah, she's going to have to head out. Probably get looked at after looking a little wobbly.
A little bit of, I think might have bumped her head on the floor, so yeah, it's good to take a break here and gather herself, make sure she's okay.
They go to Hedlund, down low, faces up, can't fill it up. DeSotco had it, lost it, last touch by Boone Central.
Well, I think that's the look you want if you're Boone Central.
Absolutely.
Get the ball to Hedlund inside, and they're going to keep going to that. She has had the hot hand here this evening.
That was her first miss from the field this half. Sidek, left side Hilker with a hand in her face. Got the shooter's roll. Hannah Hilker, her first bucket of the half.
I saw a shot down there in the third quarter that it did everything but go in. That one bounces high off the rim and falls through.
Now Hedlund shades to the right. Simons cut off baseline. Hedlund wants to go inside. Instead, it's cross court for the mid-range jumper. That's out of bounds. It will stay with Boone Central.
Well, clearly a lot of time left. Down 4. Boone Central doesn't need to panic. But I think you continue to try to get the ball inside to Hedlund.
Hedlund, the inbounder. Somehow that finds its way to Patzel. She hits the deck hard, and now she's shooting. This has been a physical one tonight.
Yeah. He might have got poked in the eye here. We'll see. Nope. Just went down hard. She came up holding her, like the side of her face. I thought maybe she got poked in the eye.
This is the first free throw, though. That foul on Hannah Hilker, her first. Splits the pair there. 3-point game. Heiss. Entry pass to Young. Steps out of it. Took too many steps, though. And it goes back to Boone Central.
After 9 turnovers in that first quarter for O'Neal, only 14 for the game now, so 5 total turnovers since that first quarter. Much, much better job. That's kept them, not only kept them in the game, but now with the 3-point lead.
Hedlund gets the high screen from Patzel. Foul called away from the ball. They're going to get an offensive foul, I believe, on Boone Central. Yeah, they get Ava Dirksen. Not really in the action, just kind of getting mixed up with a O'Neal player and called for the offensive foul. And turned right back over. Miscommunication between Heiss and Hilker.
I just mentioned turnovers. It's going to be key for the Eagles to not do what you just saw. Turn it over here. You're going to give those extra possessions to Boone Central, and that could be dangerous.
Hedlund works the dribble left, steps into the lane and hits. The freshman has 22.
Amazing. So difficult to keep her out of the lane. Another really good player off the dribble.
Sidek, left corner. Young wants 3, too strong. Battle for the rebound, and a timeout called. Hedlund was able to corral it. Coach Ibis gets the 30. We keep it here. And Boone Central now a chance to take the lead. Late fourth quarter, Lou, and I think everybody in the building knows who's going to be touching the ball here.
Well, yeah, I think Addie Hedlund is certainly the popular choice at this point, and the way she's played. She's a dominant player, even though only a freshman. And we'll see if O'Neal does anything differently defensively. Do you try to double team her? Do you try to go to a zone? Because she's been able to penetrate that defense, or go to a different zone, I should say. But yeah, I'm sure Hedlund is the player that Boone Central is going to be looking to the rest of the ball game.
You know, they were really collapsing on her early, and that was opening up shots from the outside. They've kind of shored that up. Now Hedlund works right, rescreens left. Now she sets the screen for Borer, scoops it up, no. Good shot, but Heiss the rebound. Then Heiss has it taken away. Boone Central on the sideline, though, it'll stay with O'Neill. Hey, folks, stick around after the game for our coach's post-game interview. We'll talk to the winning head coach. That interview brought to you by Sarpy County Tourism.
And that person's identity very clearly unclear at this point.
Sidek wants three. Good closeout there. She misses. And Boone Central back out with it. Up top, Borer wide open. Can't make O'Neill pay. Offensive rebound, and Patzel will head to the line.
There's Kaylee Patzel. Sat on the bench some with those foul trouble. But that's the type of player, that's why you want her out there. Good post player. She's a good post defender, but an offensive rebound in that case. Now a chance from the free throw line to take the lead.
Leads the team in rebounding, 7.2 a game. Now the Cardinals 5 of 12 at the free throw line.
Certainly not what Coach Imus would like to see.
Missed them both. Hedlund battling for the rebound. It's tied up. Possession arrow to O'Neill. The Eagles keep their 1-point lead.
Presley Heiss got her hands on that one and made sure that one was tied up. Keeps the possession going O'Neill's way.
Had two players running baseline. Now curling up top is Hilker. Left side, Heiss. Klassen back into the game. She sets up in the corner. Off the up fake. Almost lifted the pivot foot. Heiss able to keep it alive. She works it into traffic. Off the window. Back up three are the Eagles.
That's great recognition by Heiss. That there's a couple of Boone Central players out high. Just took a number advantage all the way to the basket.
O'Neill calls timeout. We'll take one as well. Don't you dare go anywhere. We've got a fantastic finish coming up on NCN.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Currency. Visit gocurrency.com for details. And by Region 4 Behavioral Health, quality mental health and substance abuse services.
So this yellow jacket, it basically symbolizes that it's showtime.
The Yellow Jackets are a throwback to Monday Night Football.
The 1970s, Keith Jackson, Howard Cosell.
That was the big broadcast in the country. Now we're the big broadcast in Nebraska.
When News Channel Nebraska is covering a game, we want you to know that we take it seriously. We want to dress sharp. We have pride in what we do.
And we're going to wear those yellow jackets to show people that we're a little old school, but we're also the important broadcast of the night.
Coach Brock Eichelberger, he has 3 state championships to his credit at O'Neill, won 3 in a row, 218 wins in his high school girls basketball career, also has a couple of state championships in football. He's got O'Neill up 3 on Boone Central. Open 3 from the corner off the window, and the rebound tracked down by Dirksen. Now a mad scramble, Hedlund passing out of it. And a foul called on the floor. But this will send Boone Central to the line. Now, can the Cardinals make the Eagles pay? That foul on Presley Heiss, that's her 4th.
That was a great hustle play by Ava Dirksen to maintain possession off that offensive rebound.
I will say, as Hedlund makes the first, of any Cardinal you'd want at the free throw line, it would be Hedlund. 76% from the line coming into tonight.
See if Boone Central pressures off of made basket. Not yet.
Throws them both. Hedlund with 24. It's a 1-point game. Heiss the crossover. They keep her in with 4 fouls. Sidek gives to Hilker. back to Sidak. That three missed everything. Great hustle by Heiss. Young back up with it and will head to the line. Presley Heiss saves the play, and Young, the benefactor.
Well, we just saw Dirksen make a play to keep possession, and now it's on the other side. That's just a great play by Heiss, to just a hustle play. That's winning basketball, making plays like that.
Young misses the first free throw. 57% free throw shooter on the year, rattles the second home. Back to a 2-point lead. Miracle kicks out, thought better of it, and now another foul. And this is where, if you're O'Neill, you've got to be careful, as Boone Central will be in the bonus the rest of the game. That foul on Klassen is her second.
You see Miracle kick it out, and then right back into Miracle where the foul is committed. It was good recognition to see that Miracle had position inside. Now another missed free throw for the Cardinals.
Cassidy Miracle has played really well off the bench. Missed them both. Rebound to Hilker. Short corner, Young works it through traffic. Offensive rebound, Klassen, and she'll head to the line. The sophomore Bergen Klassen had not registered a point of varsity basketball yet this year, and yet tonight coming up big off the bench with 6 points. We'll take a timeout. 2.5 to go. Klassen heads to the line next. You're watching NCN.
Safety, reliability, and the most propane storage in the region. Solutions and service you can count on with Farmers Pride, the trusted supplier of propane for over 50 years. With scheduled delivery and budget and prepay plans, Farmers Pride has the right solution to fit your propane needs. Farmers Pride offers residential, agricultural, and commercial propane sales and service across the Siouxland area. Farmers Pride, in the field, on your farm, in your community.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Currency. Visit GoCurrency.com for details. And by Region 4 Behavioral Health, Quality Mental Health, and Substance Abuse Services.
Boone Central, early on, their outside shooting and the turnovers they were forcing looked like they were going to make this a long night for O'Neill. The Eagles opened the second quarter on a 10-0 run, opened a 9-point lead. The Cardinals have chipped away, taken a few leads here in the second half. But now at the line for O'Neill is Bergen Klassen, the sophomore, with a chance to make this a two-possession game. This is the first. Don't forget, we've got the boys game coming up as well. Should be a good one there. In and out on the second. It's still a 2-point game. Here comes Hedlund, head of steam, backing out to the wing. Miracle sets the screen. Instead, it's right side for three. No. Rebound tracked down by Heiss. Boone Central has gone cold from deep. They were 4 of 11 in the first half.
Now the way O'Neill has shot free throws, if they can handle the basketball.
Hilker open.
Wow.
Hits! Nothing but the bottom for the freshman. All 12 of her points tonight have come from beyond the arc.
Another freshman with a big shot at a big moment in this game.
That's a 40% three-point shooter as Boone Central turns it over.
Yeah, that's a huge shot there by Hannah Hilker. Went from a 2-point game to a 5-point game. And that seems like with 1:45 to go, that's a big lead.
Now Boone Central showing that full court pressure. DeSotko will dribble, crosses timeline, picked up by Miracle. Now Olivia Young works on Hedlund. Ball reverses, fouled on the floor. That's the 4th team foul, so the next one puts O'Neal in the bonus.
Well, now where you handle the basketball if you're O'Neal, and you've been shooting very well from the free throw line, if you don't turn it over, you've got a great chance to win this thing. But you've got to be strong with the basketball.
Heiss to trigger. She's had a great 4th quarter. Now Hilker leads O'Neal with 12 points. Leaves it for Sidak. Down ball screen to the baseline, but too close to the baseline, and it goes to Boone Central.
Well, time is of the essence here. We'll see if it looks like O'Neal going to throw maybe a little bit of token pressure. You see the turnovers. Yeah, really close. But now you have to be very efficient. You can't have an empty possession.
Addie Headland gives it up left side. Back to Headland. Down low, extra pass off the window, not there. Offensive rebound, foul called, and it's Sierra Baker heading to the line.
Baker in the right place at the right time. Gets that shot off the rebound. And now there's a chance from the free throw line. The good news is clock stopped. You have a chance to score. The bad news is Cardinals have struggled all night long from the charity stripe.
Can't get the roll on the first. Baker has not scored this half. She has 5 for the game. 5'3" sophomore. Oh, Boone Central in the lane early. And it'll go back to O'Neal. Miscues late. Could be costly for the Cardinals.
Good job by O'Neal. Just get it up the floor.
Good press break. Oh, and then a travel. Hilker mishandled it. Boone Central catches a break, Lou, as O'Neal had broken that press. Coach Eichelberger calls a timeout. We'll keep it here. He knows it, too. That might have been an easy 2 if Hilker handles that one cleanly.
Yeah, that was an unfortunate turnover. And that's what we talked about with O'Neal. You're up 5. Take care of the basketball. Force Boone Central to come and foul you. And you can have a chance, the way they've shot free throws, to extend this lead. There's no 1-and-1 anymore. It's 2-shot fouls every quarter. After the 5th foul, it's 2 shots. So you feel like if you take care of the basketball, you're the Eagles, you take care of the basketball, you've got a chance to win this thing. Boone Central hanging around, still 52.8 to go, and with the basketball.
Both teams with 1 timeout remaining. Both teams are in the bonus. So it's free throws on every foul.
O'Neal might want to think about fouling Boone Central at this point. They have struggled mightily from the free throw line.
Addie Headland, the freshman, 24 points tonight.
Wow.
Gets a high screen from Petzl, sets it up for the corner, triple off the side of the backboard, offensive rebound. Borer wants 3, can't get it. Rebound, out of bounds, O'Neal basketball. 2 good looks at it, but the Eagles dodged the bullet.
The last time O'Neal got the ball up the floor quickly, beat the pressure. You don't want to keep it here in the backcourt.
Heiss, gotta hurry. She's fouled with 28 seconds. Headland almost had the steal there.
Yeah, that's a really good effort by Headland. And you're all right with the foul because you want to get that clock stopped. And at this point, you're just going to hope that O'Neal does not seal the deal from the free throw line.
Presley Heiss has struggled from the free throw line this season. She's 2 points away from equaling her season high. Drills the first. A second make here.
Yeah.
All but ends it.
Going to be tough if it gets to a 3-possession game. Because now Boone Central is going to be, they've been so good against off the dribble, taking the ball to the basket, have been okay from the free throw or 3-point line. And now you got to shoot threes.
Heiss makes them both. She's equaled her season high with 11. The drive, the kick, the 3, no, rebound to Hilker, and she's fouled.
Well, O'Neal, boy, what a good offensive performance tonight. by O'Neill. They scored 61 time this year. They had 68 in an overtime win over North Central. And I have a chance with a couple free throws to get there.
Meanwhile, Boone Central, they shot well from beyond the arc in the first half, just 2 of 9 since the break. Hilker misses there. She leads O'Neill in scoring with 12. Kind of a quiet 12.
Yeah.
They've all been from beyond the arc. Misses both free throws. Doors still open, but Boone Central's got to hurry. Borer kicks. Hilker the steal to seal it. O'Neill will dribble it out and improve to 4-7 on the year. An impressive win to start 2024. Your final 58-51 Eagles win. Postgame show on NCN.
The Heart and Vascular team at Faith Regional Cardiovascular Institute has spent the last 22 years focused on providing the highest level of heart care possible. With over 24,000 patients seen in the last 2 years alone, we know cardiac care by heart. Today, we offer the most advanced practices and technology to patients in 11 local communities, ensuring easier access to cardiology services. With specialists focusing on heart failure, vascular diseases, thoracic surgery, abnormal heart rhythms, and general cardiology, you can count on our heart experts to collaborate to provide you with the best care possible. Faith Regional Cardiovascular Institute, keeping a pulse on the hearts of Nebraska for over 2 decades, is the faith difference.
My dad's addiction and death from overdosing on opioids has taught me it's likely that everybody knows somebody who is struggling with this very problem. Losing my mentor, my best friend, he took one pill too many that ultimately killed him.
Some jobs are hard work, long hours, busy days, late nights. But there's something in us that keeps us going when we know what we're doing is making a difference in someone's life. Because it's the hardest jobs that are the most important, and that pride you feel makes it more than worth the effort. NPPD, powering our state, empowering your life.
Does your business need quick, competitive financing for heavy machinery, trucks, or other equipment? Currency is here to help. Whether you're financing construction equipment, farm equipment, trucks, trailers, or any other big-ticket item, Currency will automatically find the best rates. Currency facilitates loans for up to $500,000 with repayment terms up to 72 months. It's fast, easy, and free to use. Visit GoCurrency.com and apply today.
Partnering your everyday since 1975. Woodhouse.
O'Neill gets the win 58-51. Let's take a look at how it happened in our top plays. Brought to you in part by Currency. Need financing for RVs, ATVs, or other expensive items? Well, Currency's here to help. Visit GoCurrency.com today. Mid-state conference action in O'Neill. Boone Central and O'Neill. Eagles trying to get a win to start 2024. Boone Central trying to get over 500. But it's O'Neill hitting from outside early. Oren DeSotko hits the triple, and O'Neill strikes first. Both of these teams have the outside shot going. The drive and dish for the open bucket there, and Boone Central has a 12-11 lead after one. Second quarter, O'Neill opens on a 10-0 run. This is Hannah Hilker, the freshman, with one of 4 3-pointers for her on the night. And O'Neill takes the lead. Another 3 on the way, and good. This one made by Autumn Hilker, and O'Neill opens up a 9-point lead, but Boone Central answers. How about Addie Hedlund, the freshman? 24 points for her in this one. She's going to be a star here. She's a distributor to Sierra Baker, who hits from beyond the arc. And at the half, we're tied at 30. We head to the fourth quarter, 2-point game. Now it's a 1-point lead for Boone Central. Hedlund again, but O'Neill answers. Getting the shooter's bounce there is Hilker. Finished with 12 points to lead 4 players in double figures with O'Neill. Another of those 4, Presley Heiss. She had 7 of her 11 in the fourth quarter. And Hilker can't leave her open. She's a 40% shooter from downtown. That one seals it. O'Neill gets the win, 58-51. The Eagles improved to 4-7 on the year, dropping Boone Central to 5-6. Those again, your top plays brought to you in part by Elkhorn Valley Bank. For all of your banking needs, Elkhorn Valley Bank and Trust. There is a difference. Post-game interviews coming up. You're watching NCN.
So this yellow jacket, it basically symbolizes that it's showtime.
The Yellow Jackets are a throwback to Monday Night Football.
The 1970s, Keith Jackson, Howard Cosell.
That was the big broadcast in the country. Now we're the big broadcast in Nebraska.
When News Channel Nebraska is covering a game, we want you to know that we take it seriously. We want to dress sharp. We have pride in what we do.
And we're going to wear those yellow jackets to show people, you know, we're a little old school, but we're also the important broadcast of the night.
I'm Chris Suckup, and I started at Madison County Bank in 2003.
Experience, commitment to community, and unmatched customer service. Madison County Bank has been rooted in Northeast Nebraska for over 130 years and is here to help you grow. For ag banking, home loans, and business banking, visit your local Madison County Bank in
Madison, Plainview, Albion, and all of Northeast Nebraska.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Currency. Visit GoCurrency.com for details. And by Region 4 Behavioral Health, quality mental health and substance abuse services.
My dad's addiction and death from overdosing on opioids has taught me it's likely that everybody knows somebody who is struggling with this very problem. Losing my mentor, my best friend. He took one pill too many that ultimately killed him.
58-51, O'Neill gets the win. Time now to talk to Coach Brock Eichelberger. That interview brought to you by Sarpy County Tourism. Stay, play, and plan your getaway at GoSarpy.com. Lou Siefker, take it away.
Well, thanks a lot, Eric. Well, the first game of the doubleheader goes to the O'Neill Lady Eagles. They get the win 58-51 over Boone Central. I'm joined now by head coach Brock Eichelberger. And Coach, we wondered how things would go. You've had some time off with the holidays and all of that stuff and haven't played in about a week, but it seemed like your team was pretty good right out of the gate offensively. What do you attribute that to?
You know, we've had really 2-3 good weeks, 2 good days of practice. I thought getting Bergen Klassen back helps. We haven't had her all summer, and just by having her on the floor gives our team a spark. I know she didn't play a lot of minutes, trying to ease her back into this, but having her on the floor makes a big difference. She was a starter all year last year, so and then our girls are a little bit hungrier, I think, this month of January. We told them there's going to be some 50-50 games out there, and we play well at home. We really do. I think we're 4-1 or 5-1 at home right now. So,
well, it seemed like you guys you struggled a little bit early on against some pressure. But once you beat that pressure and you got in the half court, you guys were pretty good. It looked like you had tried to attack off the dribble, take the ball strong to the basket. Was that kind of the game plan, was to be aggressive offensively?
Yeah, we knew their defense is really good. They're up tight, and they guard tight, and we really worked on squaring up at practice all week. And we had 10 turnovers in the first quarter, so we were a little bit nervous and said if we keep this up, we're going to have 40, which is going to be an all-time record. So I think we had one the second quarter. That was big. Our defense, though, is what I was really nervous about. I mean, we gave up 30, and we said if they score 60 the second half, we're not going to be able to get it. So I thought defensively we got better in that second half.
We had a 10-0 run in that second quarter. What kind of spurred that on?
I thought we got a couple decent stops, good rebounds, and then we got a couple fast break leakouts. Had a good transition bucket down here where we fed the post, and I just think we had a couple breaks. Sometimes you get breaks, sometimes you get a banked in three, sometimes you get a front iron that bounces up in the air 6 feet and still goes in, and you need those things. Luck is definitely something that you need.
Well, that's just all home court cooking, right?
Yeah, maybe. I hope.
Now, talk about a little bit about the youth movement on the team. We're going to talk to a freshman here in a moment, but you mentioned Clausen. You guys have a good young nucleus. You feel like it's kind of starting to kick in. You mentioned getting Clausen back, but the way the young players are playing, that's got to make you feel pretty good.
It is, and I really love the chemistry of our whole team. I mean, it's hard as a senior when you come in there and you got freshmen that are maybe taking minutes away from you. Our kids don't care. Our kids really want to win, and our young girls right now are just getting more confident. Every game, I can see it in their face, I can see it in their eyes, when I'm talking to them, they're just, like Hannah, she's not afraid to shoot, she's got the green light, and right now she's about a 45% three-point shooter against mid-states teams, and that's tough.
Yeah, that is tough. Coach, congratulations on a big win. Thanks so much for joining us here tonight.
All right, thanks a lot for your coverage. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. That's head coach Brock Eichelberger. Let's have our player of the game step in here, Hannah Hilker. Hannah, we're just going to have some fun here, okay? I think you had 11 points tonight. One of the biggest buckets you had, though, there was that late three-pointer. What did you see there, and what gave you the courage to take a shot like that?
Well, I just got to thank God, first of all, and my teammates. They give me all the encouragement. I just knew that I had to step up and take some shots.
Well, you certainly did. You're, as I mentioned, you're just a freshman. Where does that courage come from to step out here and play the way you've played? You mentioned your teammates, but certainly you've worked on some things, have you not?
Yep. I go up to the gym a lot. My parents have helped me a lot, and just my coaches. And again, I have to say my teammates, because they make it possible for me to get the ball, and they are always supportive of me. So, yeah.
Well, one of the big things that propelled you guys onto this victory tonight was free throw shooting. Have you guys done a lot of free throw shooting? You were excellent in this ball game tonight.
Yes. Every morning, every game, we have 7:30 shoot around, and that's what we practice on is our free throws. So, yeah, we've definitely grown in that aspect of our play.
Do you have to run gassers if you miss?
Yes, we did. We have pressure free throws.
Yeah, that pays dividends, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Now, talk about how a game like this, you guys, you've struggled a little bit early in the season, but this is a big win here. You beat a pretty good Boone Central team. What does that do for your team's confidence?
Oh, it's huge. The Mid-States Conference, like we just got done talking about, it's a tough team. It's a tough conference, and you play people to win, and we have tough games every single night of the week.
We had a tough one tonight, but you got the victory. Congratulations, Hannah, not only on the victory, but being our player of the game.
Okay, thank you.
Absolutely. That's Hannah Hilker, our player of the game. Eric, back to you.
Gassers on the miss. That's rough. All right, congrats to Hannah Hilker, 12 points, 3 rebounds tonight. She's our player of the game. As you can see, we got boys basketball coming up. Should be a good one also. Don't you dare go anywhere. We got more basketball coming up. You're watching NCN.
Some jobs are hard work, long hours, busy days, late nights. But there's something in us that keeps us going when we know what we're doing is making a difference in someone's life. Because it's the hardest jobs that are the most important, and that pride you feel makes it more than worth the effort. NPPD, powering our state, empowering your life.
Regional, we offer a full spectrum for eye rejuvenation. It's an old saying that the eyes are the windows to the soul. Well, they're also the part of a body that most people are looking at most of the time. So eye rejuvenation really consists of working on the part of your bodies that really you show the most. Eye rejuvenation can be functional, so we can improve vision, and it can also be cosmetic and improve appearance. Functionally, people really benefit from increasing their visual fields. So if you feel that usually happens with your upper eyelids, if your upper eyelids are affecting your vision, removing that excess skin from your upper eyelids can help that quite a bit. Same thing with your brows. If your eyebrows are dropping over time, that can affect your vision as well. Most people on average, if you look at plastic surgery studies, they feel that having eye rejuvenation surgery just from a cosmetic point of view can take 5 to 7 years off of your age of your face.
So this yellow jacket